Manchester Marathon 2025. Let's go get it. Trying to stick to 4:30 pace. Getting warm. Been struggling from the start.
Now come on, Dad, come on.
Got nothing. Got no motivation. Got no desire. So let's get running again.
I don't know about you, but if I'm going to have the perfect run, everything needs to have fallen into place. Training, fitness, weather, but most of all, you need to truly believe you can do it.
So we've arrived at the home of the worst team in the Premier League.
Despite some good final training sessions and positive race predictions from Strava and Garmin, I arrived in Manchester worrying about the heat and not really believing in myself.
2 years ago I went out at kamikaze pace at this race and scraped in just under 3 hours. It's going to be a lot more conservative today. It's going to be really hot. And I'm not feeling super confident, I have to say, today. So we're just going to start out really slowly and see what happens. Manchester Marathon 2025. Let's go get it.
2 years before, I had felt totally invincible, and I started Manchester Marathon in 2023 knowing I was fitter than I'd ever been. When I crossed the start line this year, I was far less convinced of my ability.
Alright, let's go, let's do this. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, we're off.
The crowds were out in force on a beautiful day this year, and I had two of my children with me supporting. They managed to turn the camera on just in time to capture me as I set off along Bridgewater Way. And then again at around mile 2. I had decided only to film every 5 kilometres or so to allow me to concentrate on the run.
22 minutes and 10 seconds, 5 kilometres in, trying to stick to 4:30 pace, but we'll see how it goes.
Even running at 4 minutes 30 per kilometre, which should be fairly comfortable for me, I felt sluggish from the outset.
Go on, Dad! Go on, Stephen!
And before long, it was apparent that the weather wasn't going to make things any easier.
10k done, 44 minutes and 30 seconds or so. Still not feeling confident. It's getting warm.
By 9 miles in, I think I'd already given up and was beginning to drop off the pace. The goal had been 3 hours 10 minutes or under, and if you're already feeling the pace less than an hour in, you know you're in trouble.
1:07, 1 hour 7 minutes, 15k. I honestly think it's not my day. Just been struggling from the start. It's really hard to keep up the pace. Just no confidence today. "20 kilometres in, 1 hour, just under 31 minutes. I've slowed significantly. Just got to get in now. Just got to salvage what I can. Do the best I can. It's not going to be pretty though.
I kept adjusting my expectations as the race unfolded and my pace kept dropping. At least at this stage I was still running. I'd already seen people walking or sitting by the side of the road. But all those gradual inclines over the railway and canal bridges and that stupid hill in Altrincham were beginning to take their toll. Despite this, I went through halfway, having only lost around 90 seconds off my goal pace.
There we are, that's halfway. 1:36.28. So I think we're looking at 1:25. The way I've slowed down, I'm just going to try and get in under 1:30.
However, over the next 5 kilometres I really hit a wall and things deteriorated significantly.
25 kilometres done, 1 hour 55 minutes. I'm going to stop and drink some water. I'm screwed. Just not today. Not today. Right, I've tipped a load of water over myself. We are 1 hour 58 minutes in. Just over 25k. Just over 25k. 25.4. So let's get running again. Just got to enjoy it now. That's all that's left. It's a beautiful day.
Heading back towards Manchester city centre, my boys were there to meet me in Sale.
Stephen! Dad! Dad! He's got us. Got the Red Bull! Now come on, Dad, come on!
You got this.
Yeah, I'll finish, but I can't get the time.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that on your arm?
That's right.
Right, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm screwed.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Why?
I mean, it's
What
hot.
happened?
It is hot.
What happened?
Just, I got to 15 and I could feel myself slowing down. I just can't keep up the pace, so I'll just jog it in.
You got me
Pick up.
my Centurion 100.
Oh, bless you.
Come on, you can do this.
I'll finish. Thank you, Bob.
Well done.
Cheers, buddy. Oh, right, okay, so when it's not your day, it's not your day, but you know, it's about mindset, isn't it? So I started this run feeling a bit negative about it, and that's how it's turned out. But look, now mile 18, we'll get to the end.
You got it.
Let's
Go on.
see you, Dad.
30 kilometres, 2 hours, 24 minutes.
There are some lonely, dark moments when you're capitulating in the back end of a marathon, and no amount of crowd support can help. All you can do is keep placing one foot in front of the other, knowing that however much you walk, the finish line will eventually appear.
2 hours, 35 minutes for 20 miles. Oh,
A massive thank you, by the way, to everyone who shouted out to me on course and those who came up to say hi. I really appreciated it, and I hope you all had a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly of all, watch to the end of the video to see me cross that line.
2 hours 53 for 35k, 7k to go. Completely wrecked.
The final 10 kilometres wasn't even a battle between body and mind, as both were in full agreement that I could walk as much as I wanted. Let's avoid a heart attack at all costs, and let's not be in the least bit concerned about time anymore. Hundreds of runners, some of them having a great day, others dealing with their own internal demons, silently overtook me in those last miles. I felt the pressure to run through the pockets of crowd support, but slowed to a walk again the minute I turned back onto the quiet residential streets.
$5k to go. Three hours, 5 minutes, 50 seconds. Got nothing, got no motivation, got no desire, got no energy.
With a couple of miles to go, we turned off Chorlton Road and onto Stretford Road towards the Hume Arch Bridge, which opened in 1997 as part of Manchester's urban renewal.
40k, 3 hours, 26 minutes. Final drink station coming up.
I'll attribute some of my slowdown in this race to stomach issues, probably heat induced. I tried to stay hydrated, but taking on water just seemed to make me feel even more bloated and uncomfortable. I ended up tipping most bottles over my head. With a mile to go, crowd support seemed a little thin on the ground until we finally turned onto Oxford Road.
About 400 metres to go.
My wife often tells me that supporting is harder than running, and getting your runner to hear and see you as they pass can be an impossible task. Nowhere was this more evident than in the final few metres of Manchester Marathon. My youngest son is clearly screaming at me, but I'm completely oblivious. The finish line was in a different place this year than when I ran it in 2023, and it certainly gave the run-in a wider, more big city marathon feel. And if I'd been caning it to try and achieve a PB or a good for age time, it might have felt a little more iconic. As it was, I was glad just to make it to the end without collapsing, like numerous others I'd seen.
So that was 3 hours 40 minutes. It's my slowest marathon for years.
Loads of charity runners.
I mean, I could bang out loads of excuses for you. Not going to bother. You know, at the end of the day, just didn't have it. It was very hot. Well, there's an excuse. It was hot, but wasn't trained enough. Heavy legs. Really tired from about 15k. I was really tired. Just one of the hardest marathons I've done for ages, that was. But look, I think a lot of people found it tough today.
Keep going.
That was, without doubt, the worst marathon performance I have done in years. And it was the hardest one for a long, long time. Just hot, no energy, no motivation, lacking in confidence. Just awful, an awful marathon. But you know, these things happen, and there can't be sunshine and roses every single time you run a marathon. Sometimes they're really awful and they're really tough, and that was one of them. But look, I finished, I got my medal, I've done my second Manchester Marathon, and let's just take that. So, from Manchester, from a really warm and sunny Manchester Marathon 2025, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to watch a rather more successful Manchester Marathon, click that link right there. That'll show you my 2023 Manchester Marathon, which was a little faster and a little more enjoyable. Until then, till next time, take care, and I'll see you on the start line. Bye bye.